Thanks for tuning in again. We kind of didn't really introduce ourselves last time. I don't even think we said our names, actually.
We didn't.
I'm Austin,
I'm Elizabeth.
and we've been married for almost 14 years.
Yeah, but together 20.
20 years. I've had to deal with this.
Deal with you.
In 21, we had the dream to buy a piece of property and build our home the way we wanted. We always kind of wanted to do a barn dominium, thanks to Kyle from RR Buildings.
Yes,
We learned a lot.
a lot. We watch him almost every night.
We built this place ourselves and developed the land ourselves, everything. It was just a logged, empty lot to start with. So we'll bring you inside and show you around, show you the shop a little bit, and what we have going on. So this is our piece of property. From here, the driveway is about a quarter of a mile long that direction. Just this fall, I built that little structure for a little extra parking. It's kind of a shipping container with a lean-to off one side. And then our house shop is a 50 by 104 pole barn with a 10-foot deep wraparound porch. It goes on all three front sides. The house has 18-foot ceilings, and the shop has 14-foot ceilings. And then the year before last, we built this little structure over here. It's a little shipping container barn. We just used 4 shipping containers, put some trusses up over it, covered it with a steel roof. That gives us a lot of extra storage. Containers have a couple vehicles in them, parts. I keep inventory for steel, and then it's 40 feet deep, 24 feet wide, so we could fit a couple trucks, trailers, whatever we need to. Usually that trailer is inside, and the skid steer, and my truck. But we'll go inside and show you around the shop. This is the shop. It's 74 feet deep, 50 feet wide. I got 3 overhead doors on this side, 2 10 by 10s, a 10 by 12, and then a 12 by 12 on the gable end in the back. Recently got into doing my own upholstery work. So this little corner, I just kind of have my Weaver sewing machine set up. This is my 1962 Chevy Impala that I've been working on. We're getting ready to sell it at the Mecum auction in January. So we'll show you around this thing a little bit, kind of what's left to do and what I've done already. So this car has a 5.3 liter LS engine. Doesn't have a whole lot done to it. It's kind of stock, mild camshaft, but we put Phytec fuel injection on it. Full CVF front accessory drive with air conditioning, power steering, 1-wire alternator, Champion 3-row radiator, keep things cool. This has disc brakes in the front, drums in the rear, so we updated the master cylinder and power booster. Just overall, a nice, clean, simple, nice driving, cruising car. I repainted the whole car last month. It's all been wet sanded and polished. Kind of did this satin gray finish on the trim and the roof and the bumpers. Just giving it a little different, unique look. You could see inside, I still have a little bit left to do on the interior. I gotta make a mount for the passenger seat, but got the center console finished up, Dakota digital gauges. That's a vintage air controls in the dash. We got a tilt steering column, factory back seat. It's got billet specialty wheels on it, 20 by 10s in the rear, 18 by 9s in the front, all custom built stainless steel exhaust, comes out in front of the rear tire. I have a little bit to finish up inside the trunk. I got to upholster some panels, and everything gets tucked away and hidden, closed out nice in here. It's got Dakota digital gauges, a tilt steering column, new carpet. The whole car is rewired from scratch. My father machined these nice sill plates, new door panels. Just like I said, overall, simple but nice, clean car. So over here is my homemade spray booth. I kind of built it because they don't make anything the size I wanted. It's a mess right now because I have a bunch of junk in here. But it's 16 feet wide by 26 feet deep with 14-foot ceilings. I had to make those doors because they're 12 by 12 and each one's a bifold. Up to the speed of how fast the fan goes. So if we're just painting something small, I could crank it way down and not suck all the air out. In here is my little paint mixing room. Nothing fancy, just enough for what I need. Got a little bench set up, scale. We also do Cerakote. So all that stuff's in here. Walking away from them. So with the Cerakote, you have to bake the parts after you spray them. This is an oven. You could also bake powder coat in here, but it's big enough to fit large car parts. Like I have a set of headers in here right now. This thing will go up to 500 degrees, but we only bake at like 300. So the way I have the shop set up is this is kind of my final assembly area. I got a nice big bench here to lay stuff out on when I need to, and kind of keep this area a little more clean, do all my final assembly, interior work, stuff like that over here. I got all my hardware set up on the back wall. That's years of collecting stuff and adding onto it. That's priceless right there. You need a nut, bolt, fastener, clip, anything, it's here. So this middle bay here is kind of where I do all my mechanical work. Obviously I have my lift here. It's an 11,000 pound universal lift. We do a lot of trucks, so it fits our needs really well. Obviously Neil's Bronco's here, ready to get work done. We're starting on that in the next couple days. Over here is kind of the metal fab side of the shop. Get around this way. From jump shear, slip roll, our vertical bandsaw, newest addition, a nice hot blast wood-fired furnace for out here. I have a all-source pressure pot style sandblasting cabinet. This thing works great, doing all small parts. Anything you Cerakote needs to be sandblasted, so I keep a special media in there and not get contaminated. Got my various welders, my air compressor set up over here. My metal bench. Kind of do all our fabrication work over here. Everything I really need is kind of set up in this area to fabricate anything. From time to time I do a little bit of woodworking also. So I integrated my table saw into the metal bench, so everything's kind of at the same height. I have an outfeed table right off of that. And this is my Bailey magnetic brake. This thing's awesome. I'm really happy I got this. And my Mittler Brothers speed roller. I use this thing all the time. Over here's my 1969 Ford F-250 I've been working on. This thing's pretty cool. It's sitting on a 2005 Super Duty chassis. And I did rough country coilover conversion on it. Dana 60 front axle, Sterling 10.5-inch rear. Made my own body mounts. This truck's not getting painted. We're keeping the factory patina on it and just wet sanding, clear coating everything. You can see the front valance panel has already been done. My wife did that. She sanded it. I clear coated it.
Yes, I did that.
And that brings us to this bay over here. Is kind of like our wash bay area. Right now it's kind of crowded, full of junk. but I have a wall-mounted pressure washer, hose reel, piped everything in with hot and cold water, which is nice. And we have a floor drain in the floor so we can pull stuff in the winter whenever, wash it, drains right out. And then you could see the front of the spray booth and the custom doors that my father and I built. So like I said, those are the overall dimensions, 12 by 12. Each door is a bifold on piano hinges. So they open up nice and easy and don't take up a lot of floor space. You can keep them kind of tight to the wall. So that's a little tour of our shop. Nothing too crazy, but it's perfect for us. We're happy we built it. Obviously, we could always use more space. If it was 3 times the size, I'd probably fill it up with stuff. But the Impala's about finished, and the next thing that we're gonna be starting on is Neil's Bronco, next couple days. So how this job came about, if no one really knows, is Neil's a YouTuber. He has a channel, Dig Drive DIY, and he's owned this Bronco a really long time. I've always seen it in the background in his videos. And I just figured I'd reach out to him and see if there's anything we can do. And after getting back and forth together a little bit, we decided that I'm gonna restore it for him. He's gonna come up and give us a hand every now and then. So to start things off, we drove down to Indiana, met Neil and his family. They're wonderful people. We picked up the Bronco for him and we brought it back here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is strip the chassis, get it sandblasted, painted, ready to assemble as a roller, and that's when Neil's gonna come up and give me a hand. We're gonna work together on it. Hey, buddy. So keep an eye out for the next video. It should be us working on Neil's Bronco. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Adios.
Bon voyage.
Bon voyage.
Oh, he's French.
Yeah.
So that works.
Action.
This goes.
It's freezing.
You gonna hold me again?
Yeah, I guess.
I'll have to. I'll start him this way.
I need you for warmth.
I don't give much warmth.
Cold-hearted.
I'm not cold-hearted. You're cold-hearted. Are you ready?
Are you? You're not gonna play with yourself this time?
Okay. Oh, hold on. Go.
What do I do with my hands?
I don't know. Whatever.
This bay works out nice for all the heavy mechanical work.
Sorry. I didn't see it.
You know it's there.